Yeah. So yeah, this is Castravel. You have gotten a little bit more familiar with the location. Uh,
So where are we in Castroville?
yeah, so you guys are in Laskialua, which is here. The
Where?
pinging there.
Ah, aha.
That was a
Uh,
fancy thing.
yeah,
Can you do it again?
sure.
Can you do it in different colors? Like, could you have a purple ping, or
I,
is it just like your color?
it's my color, but I could change my.
Can I do that ping? Hold on.
Hold on, let me make you the GM.
We've now gotten really
Okay.
bracted.
I don't
So
think.
Sorry.
welcome, Brian. Aren't you so happy you joined our game? We get to talk about unionization and how to ping things.
Hey, I do those things at work.
Unionization or the pinging?
Yes.
You know, that makes sense. I
Actually,
imagine
given what you do for a
unionization would
living,
actually
I
involve a lot
don't
of
I don't
pinging.
feel I don't feel like you're totally being tongue in cheek.
Some context that you could have learned about the world and its major movers and shakers just in that the Awasha elves were happy to contribute to you is that you were on the continent of Ukalam, in a region of the Equal Expanse is where you kind of appeared.
Okay.
The
Is
main
there anything we should know in terms of like we might accidentally say something wrong and suddenly find ourselves being executed for, I don't know, treason against the crown?
Here, not so much. So the main parts of Elven society are on the other continent. Sovereign,
Silverian.
Soverian, which is where the significant contingent of Elven society lives in their capital city of El.
Hence why they're called Elven.
It might be why they're called elves. It's way over here. I'd say on the other side of the world, but because it's a sphere, it's not actually that far. The other two continents, Asana and the colonies, are pretty much no-go zones, mostly because of the societies that live on them are not particularly cosmopolitan. There are people on the Asana colonies that are roughly humanoid, but they're very like powerfully psychic, and they haven't necessarily had the best relationship with elves as a rule. Nobody knows what the colonies are actually called indigenously because it is a hive mind of Fomorian workers,
Oh.
and they are constantly looking to expand.
So maybe don't go there.
Yeah, they are not necessarily like deliberately hostile. It's very much like dealing with the Borg of until they notice you have a problem, they're not really going to mess with you. But due to the archipelago between the colonies and Asana, they tend to be worried about each other more than any of the elves, and the elves aren't particularly interference, so those are the big, significant, power structures on Castrovel.
So live and let live.
Yeah, the elves don't really care. The elves here in Laskialua are definitely removed from elven society. They are interested in astrology, astronomy, and studying the stars, and so are you're in a scientific commune.
So basically, this is the West Ridge of University of Alaska Fairbanks' campus if it was run by elves.
If it was run by elves. The Aiudara network, while being from here originally, is also not it. It was ancient in Golarion. It's even more ancient here, and has mostly fallen into disrepair and is not necessarily well understood in modern. Like, it is not something that is used currently. The Age of Myth was a place where magic was more either understood or more thoroughly effervescent in the society, and so the skills and knowledge and or power necessary to maintain the Aiudara network has waned over the centuries.
Roger.
But like there is on Golarion, it is very likely still workable. It's just, keys are lost. The method for making keys is something that is not common knowledge. So I just wanted to show you guys the whole world, kind of see where you were in it.
It's
Dude,
a
what's
big
interesting
world.
to see? What's interesting about this is that they Paizo's always been like ambiguous about whether or not Starfinder and Pathfinder are on the same canon as far as canon and Pathfinder even matters. But this is all identical, even down to
Well,
even down to the Formian colony that broke away from the Greater Highmud. That's straight up in the fucking adventure path for Starfinder.
Well, they probably don't want to have to deal with if they ever did change something, a bunch of people being like, but in this other one book, they said that.
Well, I mean, they kind of covered that with the fucking 1,000-year gap or whatever. It's like, yeah, it happened in the gap. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and you've got the book of that chronicles all the things that happened in the gap.
Yeah.
You should show that to Ryan when
Highly accurate.
Yeah. Okay.
An important book, full of crucial information.
So, you had reached society and civilization and were able to take a breather. Wash up, restock supplies, just contribute to the comforts of what a city can give to you. And there was still the mystery of maybe we don't necessarily want to be here. And that's a question that I think I should bring up is you have recovered this key, and arguably you have not been in contact with Riddleson for several weeks at this point. Is going back to Golarion a priority?
Not for Kirrik.
You're just along for the ride forever, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Eventually, I'll get what I need.
I don't think Teriani would particularly push the issue. Because there's
I
a
think
lot of
Lycaena-
really cool stuff here.
Lycaena would only care in so much as she would want to make sure that nobody that our actions didn't potentially cause problems. But
There is a mess down there that we're gonna have to fix.
Yeah.
But she's more concerned about the fellow black butterfly worshiper who fell ill,
Right.
because that's her people.
So
Yeah, people.
when you arrive in this town, and they're welcoming, and you're appreciating their hospitality. The Shadeweather key is definitely a magical artifact level of power. It becomes very clear once you begin studying that not only is it a gate key, but it has other properties as well that have yet to be identified. And in doing the work of identifying it, and also seeing if it can be reverse engineered to activate the seventh arts from this side, is what strikes the omnibulant curse into Aleli, who is immediately stricken by it.
And that would really bother Lycaena, but Lycaena is also, I think, she's well aware that she has a certain facility with languages, but she is not a scholar.
Right.
She would much rather chop wood than read a book, and so she's not necessarily a person who's going to be able to decipher this stuff. She's much more content. She wants to help, but it's not really in her wheelhouse, and she knows that.
The scholarly authority here would be Ginthiel, who is the elf that I posted a picture up a second ago, and he's the one that spoke the previous lines, talking about his mother being a member of a secret society that campaigned against some force called Osoyo, the Black Frost Whale. Which we decided was a metal name.
The Black Frost Whale.
It is a metal name.
It is a metal. So his suggestion is, since the sign or the mark or signs or this power force that he recognizes as an imprint of a Soyo is on the Shadeweather key, perhaps it is what has cursed Aleli, and that we should consult with his mother.
Okay.
Call my mom.
Actually,
Is she around? 'Cause
yeah. So
Lycaena's up for meeting
yeah.
his mother.
Yeah, Gentile is going to call you
As long
to.
as it's understood that this is not like a dating thing. Like we're not,
Gentile is going to
to get
call
off
you to like a council meeting with some of the other sages and elders of the community to make this like a more formal affair. And so you were brought into a council chamber. There are several elves around because the community is pretty invested in knowing what happens to Aleli. And behind the screen, off table, she's been leading the research and making sure that you are getting home. She's also mentioned that she's been in contact with someone on Golarion, but hasn't gone into more detail of that. Right.
No. I mean, she said like they managed, like someone in Golarion managed to reach out to them. They didn't say how they managed to reach back.
Right. So, in this council meeting,
We do have questions. Is I think the point.
Right. Gentile has you all gathered up and says, right. Everyone, we have been stricken with tragedy, and Aleli's life hangs in the balance. I propose we consult with my mother to seek answers. She may know a way to remove or perhaps cure Aleli, overcoming this curse. She has been dead for over a century.
I don't mean to be rude, but won't that make consulting her a little challenging?
She has been interred in the memory cache deep in the heart of the mountains below Las Gialua. It is a great honor for Oasis sages to have their memories contributed to the collected knowledge that we have built over hundreds of years. The route is dangerous, and asking you to go is something that you would have to entertain on yourselves. We can't ask you to go for our sakes.
I mean, we'll go. Like,
Yeah, we're
just to
going.
be clear, like, I mean, watch this. You can stab that guy over there in the leg, and he'll be walking in like 2 seconds.
It's been over 100 years since anyone is journeying there. It is not a road that is maintained, for we only consult the memory cache in terms of great need, and we as the society, or we as the elders of society, have agreed that this presence of a Soyo consists of a great need that calls that warrants consultation.
Well, I'm not an elder. I'm young and I'm stupid and I'm willing to do it. So what's the next point?
Find the gardeners.
How do we start? When do we leave?
The
gardeners.
So we have arranged an escort for you. Jandar will show you the way to the memory cache. He is young and experienced. He's young and inexperienced like yourselves, and hopefully can provide you with guidance on your journey. The gardeners tend to that place. Reach out to them, and they can help you find Iscariel and retrieve the knowledge that we need.
Okay.
So when he refers to Jandar, he is referring to a like lightly armored elven guy, very clearly also a Desnan, who is here at this council meeting as well, which is Ryan's opportunity to be a player.
Hello!
What a serious guy.
I am
Do
Jandar.
we have a picture of this guy?
Oh, yeah, I got a picture of that guy. He didn't give us a box when he gave us a portrait, so it's out of sync with everybody else's.
Damn.
My
Yeah.
bad.
That's a quality beard.
So, I am Jandar.
Not
Caledra?
a kineticist.
Not a kineticist.
Is that how he's going to introduce himself every time? Hey, I'm Jandar. I'm not a kineticist.
No.
I think this was a
Um,
one-time only comment for Nick's sake.
You can call me by my title, not a kineticist.
More aligned with the cosmic caravan, following the stars and trained in astrology. Here to study the stars far and wide, and it just so happens that the memory cache is where we gotta go. I am efficient with a spear and a star knife, and much more interested in keeping people alive.
Very clearly, you would note, all of you, that he is not a Gatewalker. You guys have your eye out for that kind of thing.
We just tell or just like sneak a peek at the back of his neck or something?
Yeah, I mean, you just, during the course of conversation, at some point, you're like, I wonder if he's got a mark. Nope.
Wait a minute, this guy acts like he belongs here.
So it seems like what is half of the contingency of Las Giolana people that were there for this meeting accompany you to the outskirts of the city. And Jandar, you know the way to the entrance to the memory cache, but beyond that is some place that you've never been, and you don't know yourself what potential hazards or what the experience is going to be like. Like I said, no one has dealt with these things for over 100 years, which is older than you've been alive.
Make it a point to ask people to be on their best behavior, because only the best of the elves get come through here. We should be very respectful.
Kirrik's
We're always respectful, except possibly him. And she judges at Kirrik.
Kirrik's not bad at being respectful, but as long as being respectful doesn't mean being like, nice.
Don't worry, Kirrik. No one would ever accuse you of being nice.
Exactly.
I just stay quiet for this whole conversation.
And Khali is going to go with, just because I don't want the discrepancy of, her having to appear later.
He's here, but oddly silent.
Here, but oddly silent. Teriani, at mention of that, no one, we're trying to identify or understand the Shade Wither key and reverse engineer it.
Teriani was absolutely helping at the research pretty much the entire time. Like,
Yeah,
not out of desire to go home, just out.
Make that check.
Would that be a recall knowledge or occultism or arcana?
Yes, all of those things. It doesn't tell you which one's which?
Oh, there's buttons. It's not occultism. I'm good at rolling nat ones on secret checks.
Yeah, you had no idea that this was actually bearing the curse. You still don't see signs of it yourself. Aleli had mentioned that she suspects that it has other like features or abilities, but had not begun to identify it herself yet. And maybe doing that is what caused the curse connection. She's like, oh, hey, I think this has like secondary characteristics or some sort, or has some sort of enhancements. You are not able to determine what those are. Getting that insight. Dang. If I click this.
All right.
Just past the edge of town, you are led to this circular stone well. It is large and wide with a ancient stone spiral staircase descending down into darkness. It's big like the well that's in Dark Souls 2. Is that a reference?
I don't know what that reference is.
Which well?
Right at the beginning, in the like hub area.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But that everyone else gets it, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking
Somebody
about.
find a picture so that we can send it to Rachel of the what's that place called? Marika?
Something like that,
Meridia?
yeah.
Meridia?
It's something like Meridia, yeah. It's supposed to be like an in-between point.
Bear Seek Celeste.
Yeah, I don't have the name location. I just think it's funny you defaulted to Meridia.
The steps descend. Majula.
Yeah.
The steps descend about 30 feet to a natural stone passageway, which Jandar, you would know that you have about a mile's travel descending slowly through inclines and stairwells before you reach the cache.
Please do not be tempted to jump in the attempts to make a shortcut.
I want to know what everybody's exploration activities are going to be.
Good question. Look at the basic action macros.
I'll probably be Seek. It's the only thing I can reasonably participate in.
I'm going to stick with the investigate.
Really good house rule about investigating.
I'm a fan of it. I think it's pretty fair because it's giving up like seek, like normal searching and like potentially scouting or other stuff.
What's the one where you have your you can have your shield up? Isn't it defend?
Defend, yeah.
And, yeah.
I don't see that listed in my exploration activity macro. I've sensed direction.
It's I don't think it's in the macro because it's not a check. I've got you set on defend. So.
Set me on defend.
I imagine
Lycaena considers it critical that everyone comes back alive.
Imagine that Lycaena or Lycaena would have light prepared. You are moving through a dark space.
Yes.
And that means up to 4 of you can have light effects. I don't know who would necessarily not want one.
I'm indifferent.
I know Kirrik likes being able to see. Khali likes to glow. She's usually pretty excited for that one.
Yeah, we can absolutely make Khali glow.
I know Lycaena would like to see, so I don't know how our new guy would feel about it.
I'm not particularly worried about it. I think it would be a good idea for Jandar to be lit up so people can see him as he guides them.
Do you have dark vision?
I have low light.
Okay. It's probably good for you to have a light
I like
then.
the idea that Gandar is taking this role very seriously of guiding us, and the rest of us are like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, this is an
He's
opportunity.
the new guy in a party.
Yeah, he's the new guy, so you guys have an opportunity to grill him about, everything you want.
Yeah. Terian is going to ask him millions of questions about how he fights. Do
well,
you hit things?
Well,
I can hit things.
What is your class?
I am a Warpriest. I use the Dancer Spear. I never asked my parents on why we had it.
Fair enough.
I mean, a dancer.
So-
It's called a dancer spear, but it's really a heavy, long, double-ended spear. It's so like one end of it is sharp, the other end is counterbalanced. So it's rather than like piercing with it, it's made to make like long, wide slashes.
So, kind of like a glaive.
Yeah,
And it's finessable.
Okay.
So how long? So you followed the cosmic caravan, huh?
Yup. And kind of dabble as a fledgling Oasis Sky Sage. Trying to learn
I don't
that.
know what that means, but cool. Very happy for you. Lycaena, he will probably figure out is like only speaks pretty rarely, and when she does, it's almost always sarcastic.
Because that's important speech.
Yeah, pretty much. If she's going to break silence, it's usually because she's feeling.
Usually because Teriani has annoyed her.
Yeah.
Jandar, you would recognize Lycaena as like her mannerisms and like
Well, she also is wearing a holy symbol.
yeah, and her obvious displays of wearing what you at first glance would identify as the holy symbol of Desna, but with your closeness to the cosmic caravan and being somewhat involved in Desna theology, that it is specifically an aspect of Desna, the ephemeral lord, Black Butterfly. And that the relationship between Desna and the Black Butterfly is something that is not that you don't necessarily well understand. But
that's cool. Neither does anybody else.
Yeah, and Aleli has always been a cleric of the Black Butterfly, and for whatever reason, that has made her be somewhat, like, not fully integrated into Washu society. Like, the entire civilization is built on Desna worship, and arguably she is a Desna worshiper, but has always lived on the fringes of society for that reason. Her skill in astronomy and being a sage has never been something that's been in doubt, but there's something about the Black Butterfly that unsettles most of the people. It is a very public secret.
Well, we don't judge as long as the stars are above us.
Stars are right. What did you want to do for your exploration activity, mister?
I think Scout makes most sense in this context.
Nobody else is doing it. Alright, I'm activating Scout. I'm going to have Khali detect magic. That's what.
So, where'd you guys come from? Hear rumors of another world?
Yep.
Yep.
Great talk. I'll just... Alright, I'll go back to the...
We're from Golarion.
We are bad at conversations, guys.
Pretty green over there, or is it blue? Yellow?
I don't know. I've never seen it from space until now, I suppose.
I guess it'd be pretty green.
Do you guys have stars?
Yes.
I imagine Teriani and Khali would be much more talkative than.
Yeah, it's a shame that Sarah's not here now.
I feel like Khali and Teriani are probably having like this lovely little chatty conversation, And Kirrik and Lycaena are just like walking in silence with each other,
As is
exchanging looks.
Just the new guy over here trying not to mess it up. It's like, oh.
Like, I feel like that's pretty much how things roll with the three of them, with the four of us, is that Kirrik and Lycaena just look at each other while...
I mean, I'm sure Teriani and Khali are still constantly talking about Teriani's new tail.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm asking Khali how she avoids slamming it in every door she walks through.
Easy, never close the door.
I think and consider I've ever seen Khali close a door.
If you remove the doors, you can't run into the doors.
Yeah.
That is somehow a very cat-like solution to a problem.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably worth mentioning. For whatever reason, I have a cattail.
I mean, is our non-Golarians aware that that's not normal Golarion?
I
Yeah,
think
like, as
elves
far
are
as he
aware that
knows.
it's not normal elf.
Well, you're not a full elf, though, right?
I'm not. I am.
He's a full elf, I'm a half-elf. Or are you a half-elf too?
I mean, I'm full elf, but with
You're
Nephilim,
plain touched.
with Azada blood.
Yeah, so there's a lot of weird shit going on with you.
Yeah, so
Maybe that's just what
I
elves
also
and
have
Golarians look like.
retroreflective eyes, so that's weird. I don't have despite being a full elf, I don't have the glowing elf eyes.
Also, go back to Pathfinder canon. Don't elves canonically look both alien and weird and also normal? I've seen plenty of art of full elves that just look like anime waifus with giant eyes.
I think that has to do with how far
I think
removed
that
they
has
are
to do with
from
how people... Oh, I was going to give a more meta answer if I think that has to do with people liking anime elves.
Well, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. I think the canonical retro answer is that the more Castrovellian, or the closer removed from Earthfall they are, the more bug and alien-like they look. Because it's just even though that you are fully elven on the ancestry side of things, you're not actually fully elven. Like, everybody is mixed with everything all the time. It's just you got to pick one to be your mechanical basis.
I guess that makes some sense. So if you were an elf that hung around during Earthfall, you probably intermingled at various points and lost your weird eyes.
Yeah.
Makes
Although I do
sense.
think
It's
the
like-
tail almost perfectly matching Khali's my recent questions.
Yeah, you're definitely the
Like,
same
maybe
breed.
you're related.
Yeah,
Maybe you're related. Who knows?
orange cats.
This is normal.
Half brothers, half sisters, semi-related. I can't judge. People are weird.
So, this planet has elves on it. What else does it have?
Ants. Big ants.
No, that's the colonies, right?
Yeah, the Formians.
Ants.
That's such a difficult question to think about, because if I ask you what kind of animals are on Earth, you could be like elephants, ants, crocodiles.
What she's asking is like other than elves, what are the what are the civilizations?
That's
Ants.
actually a pretty fair question.
It's still ants.
How do I
Because
describe
Golarion
something
has
you've never seen?
some. What's that?
How do I describe something you've never experienced? You know?
I mean, Golarion has an undead civilization that nobody seems to be doing anything about.
You guys just let the undead run around?
Oh, I mean,
It's more of dealing with them would be difficult.
we don't personally let them do anything, but the necromancer Geb, yeah, you don't go try to fight a terrifying necromancer.
Yeah,
At least I
honestly,
wouldn't personally go do it.
if a necromancer is strong enough to run his own country, maybe don't fuck with him.
Must be formidable to be somebody to be feared with a name like Geb.
The almighty Geb.
Fair enough.
I can't really argue with that point, because that's true. Yeah, he went to war with this guy called Nex, and as a result, a sizable chunk of our planet isn't really habitable.
We'll Geb next.
So a Geb and a Neck went at it, and now you guys all have to suffer for it? No wonder
All
you
of
guys are
us,
stuck
just
over
people
here.
who happen to live over in that part of the planet.
Yeah, planets are pretty big, man. Like, I mean,
I've never been, actually. I'm from the north.
My opinion of Golarion just keeps going down as the conversation continues.
just like a whole bunch of, well, because he has like what's there, and there's a lot of shit there. Like, I mean, my impression of this planet is like, yeah, this is a place where we just have giant sentient ants that you don't fuck with. And you know
Yeah,
what?
and
I think,
also like weird like weird snails that try to kill you.
yeah, I don't know.
Also,
That seems like it
also
could be
weird
unbearable.
moving plant monsters that inject you with their young, and you die slowly over the course of the next 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like normal stuff.
Just like home.
What?
Yeah. Like,
Huh.
do you guys not have that?
No, we don't have that.
No, we don't have that.
Huh.
Huh.
How do you weed out the weak?
Damn, what a good thing to say.
Well, mostly there's a bunch of scary shit that happens randomly, and you know, the occasional disaster.
I'm not really sure that we actively try to weed out the weak. Do you actively try to weed out the weak?
Well, it's more ordained by the stars than anything. But, I mean,
Going outside
Tiny.
does that.
yeah.
This fucking caravan actually just a death cult.
I feel like I'm
No.
playing the wrong character to appreciate this.
Cosmic
Have you
doesn't
heard the
care, Van.
Have you heard the good news about Grotus?
Yeah,
Oops, all death cults.
this guy is admitting that he worships Grotus in a sort of roundabout way.
Look. Every pathway has its story to tell, preordained by the stars. We're just here to chronicle them. Not everything can be a happy ending.
That sounds like a death cult.
Not everything is preordained.
Ooh, yeah,
Well,
we've got a
you're
guy
here,
who's
right?
like you have the fate patron. I wonder how much destiny is there?
It'd be very much of the opinion that like destiny kind of works around the people. Because like you could say that, you know, so and so is meant to be a great warrior, but you know, if he just decided to throw himself into a river like 2 weeks into his journey, there's not a lot fate can do about that. And so, like, it's very much you make your own fate rather than like it being completely preordained. But there's definitely like some amount of divine influence over people's paths in life.
And I bet Kirrik hates that. But like,
Yeah, Kirrik can accept the idea of divine influence. He just thinks it should fucking stop right now.
like you feel that you have a destiny, right? But it's self-determined.
That would be, I guess, Kirik's philosophy, but not necessarily that it's a self-determined destiny. It's just we are in charge of our own lives until those fuckers interfere.
So,
Kill all gods.
I'm just saying, the stars
Eat the
are
rich.
there. We just don't know how they're connected all the time.
So, like, if is the influence of the stars, if it's not like if it's explicitly destiny, but it may not be intelligent destiny. It's just that's how it is. It's like water is wet. The stars dictate your future. Is that malicious to Kirrik?
I guess in a roundabout, he's very angry at the whole concept of thing. Yes, the idea that there is a predetermined path implies there is something setting that path. Thus, he will kill it.
So, like,
I mean, I look at my spider webs and decide what actions to take based on that. So it's not like there's no idea of fate. It's just
well, true.
I'm
And
looking
like,
at the like fate is a river. We're in boats. I have a paddle.
yeah, yeah. And like, would you get mad at a river for flowing downstream?
Not necessarily, but if Kirrik knows that there's some dude who made that river, then he would blame him.
But the rain made the river.
Yeah,
Sure.
like that's
But did a god put the rain in motion? Like, we gotta go all the way back. That's what Kirik's doing.
So you would be mad at the design aspect of reality, not so much the way reality has rules.
Sure. Yeah, that's probably more akin to Kirik's philosophy.
I seem to have touched a nerve.
These are the conversations that we're having as we're taking this mile-long journey down in there. Because, anytime you add, I think, a person of devout faith that is required to be, a cleric or a paladin or a champion or anything like that, like, these are the interesting kind of things, especially as we have other people that are very tangentially related to that kind of, like, the idea of destiny has been really, like, I want to say, at least to me, integral to a lot of the party's motivations. Because Kirrik has given himself a destiny, and Teriani believes fundamentally that there is a destiny, but it can be manipulated in a way that is maybe not necessarily for Teriani's benefit, but for, like, fate is like a die cast, but you can still bump the die. And, Lycaena is specifically someone who feels chosen, I think. Would that be correct?
I mean, my question to Lycaena would be, like, if you're fated to...
Like, several weeks that we've all traveled together, Lycaena practices her faith very openly, and she prays every day, and she sits in silent meditation under the stars every night, and she does her acts of charity without wanting credit, and all of these things. But if somebody actually, like, asked her to describe her faith, she would just look at them and be like, and say nothing. Like, she would just look at them.
But like, you're someone internally that I imagine believes that, like, nothing happens for a reason, or things happen for reasons.
She does believe that. I think she believes that that there are forces that are outside of our control that often impact us in the same way that a boot steps on ants. But just like ants, we don't have the power or capacity to fight the boot.
A boot stepping on your face for eternity.
Meanwhile, Teriani gets the fuck out of the way of the boot.
So whatever.
Yeah, Teriani has dodged the boot, Kirrik is kill the boot, Lycaena is, like, just make sure that you're not the ant.
Under it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also that, like, help your fellow ants. Like, she can't fight the gods. Like, that's bonkers. And she can't change destiny if such a thing exists. But she can try to make the world a marginally better place for the people who are in it. And fight the things that exist between the stars. Like, she's anti-abominations.
No.
But she doesn't have any particular problem with, say, undead. Like, whatever, they exist. That's fine. Doesn't bother her.
Not to speak.
But I don't see the But I don't see the Black Butterfly particularly as a proselytizing kind of religion. Like, it's hard for me to imagine somebody being like, have you heard the good news about the Black Butterfly? Like, because that would A, require you to speak, and B, like, it's hard for me to imagine.
Oh, I think Khali's outlook is that she doesn't care about any of this, but is one of those, like, people who just wants to solve reality.
Khali doesn't care.
She is the control outside skeptic.
Yeah.
So.
Lycaena doesn't really worry too much about the gods because she doesn't worship one. So.
Yeah. You worship a force, a fundamental force of the universe.
Right. Well, and ephemeral lords are not gods. So. I mean, if sorry, Ryan, what's your character's name?
Jandar, but he will also respond to Yawn.
Y'all.
Yawn.
Yawn?
Yeah, call me Yawn.
Okay, so, I mean, if Yawn wants to, like, come and meditate under the stars with her, he's absolutely welcome. But,
yeah, you would have a lot of synergy with Cosmic Caravan.
But she's not, like... But she's going to demand it be done in silence, or request that it be done in silence. And
kind of hard to do it right now.
She'll go walk away and find some silence.
Yeah, you're so deep underground that I imagine this makes the both of you somewhat uncomfortable. And cramped, tight tunnels that curve and wind.
She would ask, though, these gardeners who we're supposed to be meeting, Who are they?
They're the caretakers of this the garden. Well, obviously they're caretakers of the garden, but they are the ones responsible for preserving the memory. So it's not necessarily spoken about, but usually we don't see people coming back out.
I feel like that's something you mention ahead of time.
Well, you get caught up in the moment, new duties. Just excited to talk to people again. A new bandwagon to jump on, if you will.
I get it. Wagon, caravan.
Hey.
Are these gardeners likely to be hostile to us?
Well, they haven't come out and started swinging at us, so I wouldn't think so. I just know it's a great honor to come down here.
A great honor like, yay, you're gonna be fine, or a great honor like, we're gonna sacrifice you to our god?
You know, they kind of try to keep the details vague, so I'm willing to bet.
Okay, so...
Oddly enough,
possible
nobody's talked
sacrifice.
about it.
Yeah, it's not really a question. You think about it
It's
until
like-
somebody else brings it up.
Oddly enough,
I
nobody's
can't
come
wait to
back.
I can't wait to get to that farm upstate where all the puppies have gone.
Yeah, okay,
Roll
Alright.
initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
that one coming.
have we found the puppies? Let's hear it.
I like the idea that, like, Jan is like, this is all gonna be great, and the rest of us are all just like, we're all gonna die.
It's too good of a segue not to take advantage of. Ryan, you know how this interface works, right?
Yeah, I had the menu popped out and I didn't want to respond.
Oh yeah, pop out's terrible. Don't ever use it.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like someone who is a hardy volunteer to advance around this corner. Because
Here's our hardy volunteer. This one here.
yeah, keep going 3 more squares.
I like the specification of hard.
Well, Kirrik is the most hardy of us.
And this is when we'll confirm what everybody has in their hands.
I definitely have a dagger in my hand, but it'd be like twirling it mostly the entire time. The fancy shadow dagger.
Oh yeah.
I don't think her sword would be drawn yet, just because. He wasn't expecting to, you know.
Yeah, but you will start any given fight with
Yeah, she'll have her shield raised.
shield up.
So I'm gonna make sure I activate that.
That's probably gonna. Fairness. So when you turn this corner, the hundreds of feet above you is a chamber that is dense with vegetal foliage that is climbing down through a fissure in the ceiling. And it's collecting either rainwater or some stream. At the southern end of the pool is cascading water in dozens of tiny waterfalls with little hints of sky peeking out. The distance between you and it is hundreds of feet, so it's nothing but like a little white like crack in otherwise dark ceiling. You know that you haven't seen any sign of habitation or creatures for the majority of the trip, but coming around this corner here and seeing light and vegetation, you get the sense that there could be things in here. Unfortunately, you are not able to see them because they rolled stealth for initiative.
Damn.
So what is going to happen is a creature on Kirrik's left on the eastern side is going to kind of reveal itself. It is up 20 feet, hanging like a sloth on some of the vines and vegetation up in the sky. Here is art. It has no face whatsoever, just a beak and several rows of sensory organs along its face and exposed pieces of brain tissue on its head.
I inform him that faces are important.
Listen, sir.
Well, that's horrifying.
Yeah, and it exposes its face to Kirrik enough for you to see it at the last minute. And those organs on its face begin to ripple, and Kirrik, you feel funny about it and need to make a fort save.
Funny like haha.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh fuck! I didn't push the button. Maybe.
You jerk. That is a success. You're not affected in any mechanical sense, but the room starts to feel warmer and warmer. Make another save.
Oh my god. This heap. Let's go this way around.
Yeah, you're starting to sweat, but otherwise are fine. It is doing something with hot, and then its third action is the same thing.
And so the one hot.
Be too loud. Yeah, make that last save. You're fine.
At least it's an easy save.
The one on the other side of the room gonna do the same thing.
Can we attempt to negotiate with these things?
Maybe. Kirrik, you can tell that these things are what are causing you to feel hot. It's something that they are actively doing to you. Fort save. Oh no.
I finally failed one after 4 saves.
Finally, after 4 saves. So the heat, maybe it's just the combination of these things hitting you over and over and over and over again. But the heat starts to become overwhelming, and you can feel yourself like boiling over on the inside as if you were being microwaved.
Oh god.
And you will take
bugs.
11 fire damage. Second fort save.
Okay, so much for my maybe they're friendly theory.
Click that button.
Wait. Who's getting microwaved again? Is it still Kirrik?
Still Kirrik. Yeah, Kirrik walked into the room and they started toasting him. And third. Alright, you're fine. It's Khali's turn. Dang. Is she the kind of person who runs into a room?
I like the answer to that.
With potions in hand.
Oh, I
Maybe
gotta
I'm too tactically
do
minded.
her reagents and hand them out. Oh, she's so complicated.
Oh, you like bookkeeping.
I like bookkeeping when they're my own books.
But you're the DM.
All right, hold on.
They're
And I am certain you own the book that she's in.
That's
Thus,
not
bookkeeping is your
required.
book.
Not required for a home game. All right, I'm gonna dump all of her reagents into the party stash. You guys need to take them.
People party?
Yep.
I was told they were dumped.
Yeah, takes forever. feel like it takes longer than it should. I wonder if I've got a mod that's interrupting. 9 total elixirs of life. 2 Drake hearts.
So 2, 4, 6, 8.
That is
and then
not
one
saving
extra.
any for her.
So,
Right, it is taking a while.
So, who's not getting a potion?
2 cold iron blanches, which I imagine she probably would change by.
Probably. I took 2 elixirs of life. It's not who doesn't get one, right? It's who only gets one.
Yeah, and I think only gets one is maybe Khali.
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
I was thinking probably Lycaena because she has a lot of her own methods of healing.
That's
I've got
true,
some
but on the
healing
other hand,
craft
if
as
Lycaena
well.
drops.
We don't know how to do the math anymore. That there's a weird 5th guy here.
It's the same math. We just would have figured out who had the extra. Now we just figure out who gets the one.
Yeah, Lycaena was happy to take. Lycaena was willing to take only one. She doesn't.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to take the cold iron blanch.
Yeah, you got it.
That's not for me. I put it back.
That might not be for anybody.
But Kirrik took one. You never know.
Yeah, it should be Kirrik and then either Lycaena or
Yawn?
Jan.
Yanni?
Yawn?
It's the outline of your token looked too much like the things, and so I thought one of the guys was just named Jan. Take that how you will.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry, you look like a bad guy.
I'll just take them.
Alright, take those 2 elixirs and we are distributed.
Wait, am I taking the 2?
Yeah, everybody gets 2 except for Khali.
Okay.
Neat. Alright, now it's our turn. Turn Titan swing out. Maybe she runs into the room and throws a bomb at one.
I mean, aren't we initially here to try to be friendly? Like,
They're literally microwaving me.
yeah, but you probably deserve it.
Hey, Kirik's not a nice
You know
guy,
what?
but he's not a bad guy.
I'm just saying,
I mean-
they're more afraid of us than we are of them.
You know, they say that about like stingrays and tigers and shit too, but they still got fucking Steve Irwin, so.
We got him. Alright,
Nice.
Teriani. Maybe Teriani can clear up what's going on here. He's the free recall knowledge.
Yep. All right. Free recall knowledge.
Get where you can target him first and do it that way.
To the target. I think I'd have the recall knowledge thing, like location memorized, but I swear it moves. All right. Do I know anything about him?
Strange alien creatures. They have too many arms and they have no face. You don't know what they are.
Okay. I said Eon, like, yeah, we don't have those on Golarion either.
You get the sense that they don't appear to be like humanoids is the wrong words. You get the sense looking at them that they are probably animals that are like
Actually,
they're not koala people. They're koalas.
first of all, my spider's on top of me.
I also don't know if they're koalas.
I don't have line of sight at Kirrik. I have a good feeling, though, that Lycaena is going to immediately run in and hit things, but Kirrik's going to run in and hit things hard. So I actually think it's worth doing this. We're going to 2-action move down there. And this is why I'd be curious about how you fight, because I'm going to nudge fate Kirrik, and my familiar A Balance of Luck is going to give Kirrik. How do I want to do that? Actually, yeah, we're gonna familiar bound select Kirrik the +1 AC. What is going on with my familiar? Where are all my abilities?
Is it unfamiliar?
Yeah,
He has no abilities.
yeah, you took him away. He had abilities.
He
4
had
of them even.
abilities. I wonder if hitting rest made them go away because of that dang daily prep mod that I forgot to turn off.
Yeah, which means that I should have a button somewhere
Little coffee
that-
cup on your character sheet.
on my character sheet. Where's my coffee cup?
Under your max HP.
Coffee cup. Alright, familiar abilities. Cool. Rations, don't consume any because I'm magic like that. And then I go over here, double click you. It kept climber though.
I think
Did
that's
that
because
because it's a spider and it can't not have climber. I'm always dedicating a spot to it.
oh, I know why.
Okay. So we familiar with bounce looking. It wasn't just because it didn't have the purple thing on it. I had one copy of both of like all of his abilities with the purple and without the purple.
Yeah, I think one is from the cup and the other's from not the cup.
Yeah, but that's not the reason it didn't disappear. Because like I had that for all of my abilities, not just climber.
What other
Sorry.
actions?
Yeah, so I have a single additional action I will probably use for something productive.
So we all hope.
Thing is, I don't think I have anything productive, so I might just chuck my dagger at something. That's a lot of cover, though.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't explicit, yeah, they have cover being up in the vines
Up
and
in the
things.
things.
Feet.
I don't suppose we discovered any of the other abilities of the Shade with a key.
Well, you tried. You had not been able to.
Okay. I guess I'll draw my extra dagger. I have dagger in each hand now.
All right, welcome to Pathfinder Gatewalkers. Yawn.
It moved on to Kirrik's turn right now.
You skipped them officially.
First action was wasted. If you wanted to try and identify these things as well, they may be more familiar to you as a native.
That would require like a nature check, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be an action to recall knowledge. So I've made a house rule that if you're investigating as a not downtime, what is it called? Encounter? Exploration activity. You can freely identify a creature if a combat starts.
Are there any particular skills you want me to go off of using for that?
Yeah, use the basic action macro one. Will tell me what the most appropriate one.
Probably what, identify?
I think recall knowledge.
There's
is
recall
fucking
knowledge.
buttons.
Recall knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not using that.
not?
Because it's a -1.
It's not always a -1. It
For
doesn't.
for me, it is.
It's always going to say -1 because that's presumably your lowest modifier. But when you click it, Adam is going to get a full sheet showing all of your knowledges and all of your knowledges, and then I believe if you have the creature targeted, it'll even compare the relevant one to the creature.
Yeah, and it does, and you failed.
Yeah.
So it's not that you have a -1; it's that you don't know which bonus you're using.
Fair enough.
You roll. So just for explicit sake, it's telling me that you rolled a 10, which is not enough to crit fail, but enough to not know what these things are. Microwave monsters.
Microwave monsters.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many strange and alien creatures that not even you know what they all are.
Or just
Alien
meta.
to him.
Yeah.
They're alien
was-
to us.
That was one action.
Yep.
So I'm going to cast Guidance on Kirrik.
Go get him, buddy. You look like a strong, tough guy with a cat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what do you his pet cat? Kirrik has a pet cat.
I keep forgetting that. I still don't know what it's standing on.
Lycaena likes the pet cat. She probably like secretly feeds it.
And then for my last action, I guess I'm just going to step.
Good luck, guys.
Trial by fire. Welcome to the world.
Yeah, your escort hopes to see you succeed from far away.
Are any of these things, these rocks, at least 5 feet up?
You could grab onto vines and things to get up there. You want to jump up onto a big rock. I think if you stood on this rock, maybe you would get a 5-foot boost.
Okay,
But
so-
there's loads of climbable surface, copious plant life. You're trained in athletics.
Yeah.
You would peg this as a DC 18 easily.
Well, if this is 5 feet up, this is all I need. I will get within 15 feet of this thing and make an embrace destiny.
Oh, right.
I mean, taking a step back is entirely fair for Jan.
God
We have
damn.
no expectations of like his battle proficiency.
I said embrace destiny.
Can't microwave me. Oh, it's embraced.
Alright, I drag it to the ground.
He slides down the vine. Then your melee reach. He's actually 10 feet up. Being as conservative as possible, he slides down the vine.
This motherfucker. Alright, well, that's my turn.
Lycaena. Horrible beak-mouthed creatures with no eyes. You're not even certain that these things are noses. Kirrik, yeah, you can see once this thing gets into melee with you that those aren't like nostrils, but are in fact something that is like rippling and projecting out this like electromagnetic energy that is causing you to cook from the inside.
What is the vibe? The vibe we've gotten from these things is that they're animals, right?
Yeah.
Microwave rat. Microwave koalas.
We're not going to be able to negotiate with them.
Yeah, they do not appear to be intelligent creatures.
Okay. Then I will move to protect Khali. And this thing is, how close is this thing to us now? The one that Kirrik pulled forward?
It is plus 10 feet.
Oh, that is out of the range, my range. Oh, but I have a bow now, don't I?
We did go out of our way to get you one.
Yeah. Well, I will draw my bow, I guess. And can I draw my bow and shoot in one round? I move, draw my bow and shoot. Is that allowed? Is that too many actions?
That is doable.
Move.
Yeah.
Then I will shoot an arrow at it. Did that work? Why didn't that go through?
That is a hit.
Two damage then.
It is shot. Got some lightning splash. It's been shot with an arrow. Okay, hold on. I have to ungrip shield. It's not actually sheathed. It's just you'll have to spend an action to regrip it. Next round. These things. It doesn't like being sucked down into melee with you. It is going to climb back up its full climb speed. And then continue trying to cook you, Kirrik. Oh, you failed. It cooks you. Oh man, you're getting hot under the collar. Secondary cook. If only that could make you just immune to microwaves. This one is going to target Lycaena with cook beams.
Great. Lycaena is taking back anything nice she ever thought about these things. Ouch. That's gonna hurt.
Alright, you're gonna take this damage instead.
Great.
It just roasts you. Seeing that you became immolated with it, it will climb down, getting a little closer because it thinks you're gonna toast. It's gonna fire another heat beam at you for a secondary attack here. This fort.
It basically thinks it's gonna eat me.
Yeah.
No, it is cooking you, so seems to be the normal intent. Although I think at the very least it could put you in the oven instead of a microwave. It'll turn out better.
Well, you know, if they just learn how to set their power settings, you can get a lot more out of your microwave.
Yeah,
But apparently,
longer and less energy is way better.
yeah, these guys apparently just
and-
really impatient college kids.
And if you could actually like train these things, this could be like a whole revolution in cooking technology on the planet of wherever the hell we are.
Maybe
Yeah.
they really like crispy things though.
It's like
Hard to
dragons
get
burnt
crispy
to a
out of
crisp is the
microwave.
best setting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, it's Khali's turn. I think she might go ahead and put that elixir of life in hand and give it to Kirrik. Here, Kirrik, drink this.
Feed me.
She
That's a
needs
good roll.
she needs to get better those. She drew that. She poured that on into your mouth hole, and then she'll draw dagger. No, sling. Teriani.
Hmm. He's 10 feet up, right?
He is 30...
I saw that shit. You moved that guy.
Yeah, you're right. Want me to move?
I mean, I'm fine at the spot, but, you know. Just wanted you to know I saw him.
The guy on the left is on the ground. He has climbed down and is gingerly starting to approach Lycaena. The one on the right is 35 feet up because Kirrik sucked it down and nobody was on fire, so he wanted to escape.
Okay. The guy that's 35 feet up, does he have cover from me right now?
Yes.
Okay. What about the guy on the ground?
The guy on the ground doesn't. He is clear shot.
Okay. And... Okay. I'm going to use one action to tell my spider to go down here. And then to get my I'll use one action to give my spider 2 actions. With one of those actions, spider goes down there. And then I am going to target him with... range, my worst enemy.
That's why I got a bow.
We'll just keep the spider there for future reference.
Problem joining the game is now nobody's going to watch the stream.
Oh, hold on.
Don't.
Wait, are you cheating? Or metagaming?
Yeah, now it's metagaming.
Damn it!
Cool iron needle dart. Oh, nice attack roll. That's it.
I prefer to think that nobody watches the stream just for my own sanity.
For sanity.
I just like pretend the stream doesn't exist.
It's not real. Last action for Clickety. Trying to get better about understanding your character's rotation.
Yep. I think my clickety second action is I'm going to move him over here because I'm anticipating that the microwave guy is going to move towards Lycaena.
Oh, you know, Kale's seen the stream a couple times.
Lycaena's on fire. I don't know if you want to put Clickety in the same square.
Alright, move on to Khali.
That's actually, like, really fair.
Alright, yawn.
I'm gonna step around the corner.
Well,
Not
I don't think you
but
can
like-
step around the corner. I think that's at least a move action.
Stride around the corner.
Roll around the corner.
Wait, if nobody comes back, how do you know the memories are still here?
Not the time for that question.
Fair
We're
enough.
literally
We should ask-
being baked.
Teriani has a very chill attitude towards the combat right now. Nobody's actually in danger. Like, I mean, Kirrik's a bit hurt, he'll be fine. Lycaena's durable, she can heal herself if needed. Like,
Alright, we're gonna cast Void. Void where?
Hey, Lycaena appreciates Teriani's confidence in her.
I am supposing that you are attacking the one that is within range.
Yes.
it's kind of like if
Yes.
this is a fight we get nervous about, like, I can start blowing spell slots on it. But, in my opinion, that's not necessary. Did we ever get Kirrik the striking rune?
We did.
Okay.
We have not gotten Kirrik striking anything yet, though.
want to fucking murder this koala.
Danger
I'm going
sloth.
to-
Roll damage.
I'm going to drink this koala.
I guess I was so used to preparing runic weapon, I prepared it again.
There's still other weapons to rune.
Lycaena will take it.
Well, I thought you had your own runic. Oh no, you replaced that with something else.
I do have runic weapon
Okay.
myself too. I just
Oh,
We
I'm
got,
just saying,
we got
like,
runic
if you're
weapons when
feeling
the
like-
time comes.
if you're feeling like, man, I wish I had a home for my runic weapon.
All right.
Please.
Mournful Kirrik, the koala
also-
killer.
I was supposed to have cast that at the beginning of the day.
Kirrik, the koala
go ahead.
killer. I like that title.
I got used to, for a while you had automation that would re-up that. I don't know what happened to it.
You can't.
I think it's because I
de-automate
did it
things.
when. No, I think it's because I changed the date. I didn't hit the rest button.
Okay.
It's a holiday today, actually. If anybody cares,
What holiday?
What
Mer-
holiday is it
it's
today?
Merry Mead.
You sure it's not a koala day?
Koala.
I am
God
100%
damn
down
it.
for Merry Mead Day.
There's no post to chat. Maybe this post to chat.
Is there like a bonus point you give people for making really bad puns?
It's a hero point.
Yeah, about that
Dang,
time, aren't we?
that's Religious holiday, not my religion though.
I'm gonna make this
Well, it's
koala
also
embrace
not
destiny.
a holiday probably on your planet.
Yeah, Caden would, I think, exclusively be a Golarion deity, wouldn't he?
I mean,
I will absolutely spread the word of Caden Kellyan here and embrace a local holiday, which may or may not have meaning.
oh, you know what?
because there's
I
different-
couldn't make
Yeah.
him embrace destiny. He was plus 35 feet up.
He was 30. He was plus 35, but you're also plus 5.
So
He was 30.
he's 30.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got 15-foot reach.
I actually need to go to the bathroom real quick.
How much can I climb with one successful check? It's only 5, right?
Climb action with a success 5 feet. Critical success 10 feet, and you know, looking at it, you're looking at a DC 18.
Yeah. I'll start climbing.
Here's you a prompt.
Oh.
Good thing you didn't take my prompt.
G. Willikers Batman.
You fall prone. You slip off of your rock. Land prone.
Well, I stand up
Super
And,
effective.
and I climb again.
You're out of action.
Am I? Well, I couldn't embrace destiny, so I still have that one.
Yeah, you climbed
Climb,
and then stood
Stand up.
Oh, climb again.
climb again.
Yeah, here, try this button. Maybe it'll.
Last I checked, my college math said it has up to 3. Fuck.
Right. The vines are all sweaty and Icarus. Icorus.
My college math was statistics. All I feel like I learned was never to trust statistics.
Kirrik,
Which, honestly, valuable life lesson.
I have foiled you in at least 10 combats now with things being up on a shelf.
Yeah, and I have a range. I have spears, but I really just want to hit them with this sword. Me and this sword have a special relationship.
There's a guy on the ground 20 feet away from you.
What? I guess I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was also in there.
Lycaena, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot this thing with my bow.
The
And
miss.
critically miss.
It's up. It's happy to dodge you and shoot down microwave beams.
Maybe I can
Gonna
just
try
purposely critically fail one of the microwave attacks so he comes down and then I can smash him.
I'm gonna aim at the other one now, just for fun. Also critically missing that one. And then I will raise my shield.
So you can't raise your shield because you will need to put it back in
Why
hand.
not?
So a bow is a two-handed weapon.
Oh, right.
Eh.
Okay, well then.
We need to get you a buckler.
You can re-grip your shield if you want.
Nah, I'll just, hit this guy again. Which I will inevitably miss once more. But Okay, cool.
And 5 fire damage and recovery check.
Okay.
Could have told Ryan to specialize in ranged combat. Be a ranged Warpriest.
Nope, nobody.
He seemed to be lacking that.
Teriani's pretty good at it.
I do all right at it, but I'm
Jan's
definitely
got-
not a primary.
Jan's got Vitality Lash. Alright, Kirrik, become hot.
Give me 1 second. I become not hot.
You will it into. If I were gonna target somebody with consistent fort saves, it would be you.
I should have fucking changed over to my other thing. Fuck.
His first action is sliding down a little bit because it seems like they are needing to maintain a range now. Oh, they're burned. 7 damage. This one on the ground sees Jan approaching and targets him with the microwave beam. Turns its face, and the little nostril-like appendages on its face undulate in his direction, and you begin to boil from the inside.
The phrase undulate is not a pleasant phrase.
Hit me again.
Yep. I was trying to hope that, you'll immolate.
Really just hoping this guy's in the late,
Yeah, brains.
He gets you twice. And then he will very quickly scamper back up into the vines.
These are like evil psychic koalas, aren't they?
And now it's Khali's turn.
Wait. Does she have just like a bottle of oil?
I think so.
Like she's got to, right?
I mean, as far as like a reagent, yeah.
Because like, what if she just greased the vines?
Ooh.
Also, Joe, you have pressure planner, so you can have a bottle of oil.
Here, use
I
this.
can have bottle oil. I'm just bad at throwing it. What's her
Anyone just
resource
have
for the
the spell
quick alchemy?
What is the resource for quick alchemy?
Actually, does her deviant ability that knocks them prone also knock them off the vine?
I think forced movement potentially do.
But it's a melee attack, right?
Let's see here. Titan
Yeah,
swing.
I was looking for reach.
Make a melee strike. She never told me what awakened power she wanted, so I don't know which one of those she.
Oh, she has a lot of random shit. I like it. I appreciate random shit. The vines are like obviously still alive. They're not like dead and liable to be burned.
Yeah, they're very like that's part of the problem Kirrik's having trouble is that they are. This chamber is incredibly damp and moist and somewhat cold actually. And water is trickling down the vines semi-constantly. This is a chilly, damp chamber.
Okay.
Being on fire weren't so on-fireable. It would actually be kind of nice to be microwaved.
Sometimes you just want to be microwaved.
Doesn't want the occasional microwave, you know.
I don't really have a plan for Khali. Her character's weird and difficult to educate.
And she fucking.
She's an optimist. But it's,
Does she have a concussion bomb? Just a knockback bomb?
She's got bottle lightning.
yeah. What's her? Does she have the quick alchemy thing
She does, but she uses all of her reagents
at the beginning of the
at
day?
the beginning of the day.
Yeah. She has soap, but I don't think that's practical. Grease and everything. Oh. What'd she have for mutagens?
Drake hearts.
What would it take for us to lasso it?
A lasso?
Yeah, we got rope.
Somebody here secretly a cowboy and didn't tell us.
An alien elf cowboy?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like.
I feel like the phrase alien elf cowboy is just not one we hear often enough.
I mean, I think she's potentially fine to keep trying to hit one of these with a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best I got. I was looking. I was hoping to have. Yeah.
Sling is not loaded. That's not even an action. You don't need to reload slings. What's her climb? Is she good at climbing? She's terrible at climbing.
He's a cat.
Just like
That's
cats.
ironic.
Well,
Oh, so close.
Yep. All right, 20 AC. We can hit 20.
easy. Boy, she really, there's like nothing. Is there a better place that she could stand? Maybe opposite over here in case this thing somehow gets down for flank. Maybe
Well,
she
if she
stands
gets-
directly under it so you can climb over it.
If he goes to this thing, then I can just go kill this thing. I don't know if she can get 30 feet in one move or not.
Yeah, she got 25. Oh, you're talking about to the one on the left?
Yeah.
It's already climbed back up vines.
Ah, wow.
You-
Back to killing this one.
That might, I don't know if that's a secret or not. Are you able to see the elevation settings?
No, I can't.
Yes.
I just
We
didn't
can see
notice it.
Okay. I guess she'll draw a bomb just to have bomb in hand.
Okay.
Teriani.
Um. 20. What's the? It's a 30-foot range. Okay. Let's move a bit more central because I have health. I'm going to Patron's. Sorry, at the beginning of my turn, I Patron's Puppet to give Clickety 2 actions. I have Clickety climb. Clickety has a 25-foot move, so I'm going to have him climb up the wall 25 feet, which will put him within 15 feet of that. Oh, no, that doesn't work. It's so close. Hold on, let me check the... When I cast or sustain a hex. Damn it. Okay. Well... Instead of doing it like that... Let's just move down here, spend an action to get Clickety up there. And then I'm going to target that guy and throw... Damn, he's more than 30 feet away. I need him like 5 feet lower, maybe 10.
That gosh dang 3D combats, man.
Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna be lazy about it. I feel like given our current circumstances, I would be wasting actions to... Oh no, I've used too many actions. I can't do that. We're gonna leave Clickety there. Oops. Yeah. We'll leave Clickety there, and I'm just going to run down and throw Cold Iron at the microwave.
Whoa, crit hit.
Which was apparently the play all along.
Yeah.
Roll good dice.
You sure did massage fate.
So 20 damage, John.
Oof.
It's not bad. That's all my actions.
Yeah,
and then
just
next turn, I should be able to be a bit more effective.
Do that more. Yawn.
So, if I were to do a burst heal, that microwaving mole would be out of range, right?
It's 30 foot, right?
Yep.
Yes, for sure.
Cool. I'm gonna do that because that is a lot of value healing.
Microwaving wall.
Yeah.
It's a cooking koala.
Yeah.
It's a sizzling sloth.
Are they endangered?
Danger of getting whooped.
I think it's in danger right now from us, but
I don't think we really need me to place that. Roll damage.
Alright, everybody, enjoy your healing hands. 10 life.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go, Teriani.
You too, Kirrik.
Yeah, oh, I hit the button. Heal. There we go.
There we go.
Kirrik is willing to accept the healing of the gods.
It wasn't a god, it was that guy over there.
Yeah.
Also, Kirk is absolutely for accepting power from the gods.
I am literally empowered by pieces of godhood.
Look,
I will
he didn't
use it
see
to
me
kill
yet.
them.
Joke's on you. I will take your
Gave me
wounds
this
and
piece
stab
of
you in the
godhood.
face with them.
That might have been a mistake.
Alright. You know, you don't often see effective 3-action heals, but you managed to make it work.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was a lot of healing. It was worth it.
If only
Usually
Teriani
I
and
don't
Khali
think
had
those-
damage. Alright, Kirrik, do something. You want that climb button?
Let me... He's 30 feet, I'm 5, yeah. I'll give you the climb button.
Alright. So just explicitly, that means you have released your one hand off of your sword, so you can start climbing.
Yep.
Holy moly. Alright, you're up 15 feet. Goodbye, Palisade Bangles. It's doing the trigonometry.
That's pretty cool. Speaking of goodbye Palisade Bengals, I'm gonna use my last action to shift my eminence. my body icon. And then that's my turn.
All right, Lycaena. Change your grip just.
Well,
You are ablaze. And dice,
I'm really not successfully shooting this thing.
dice don't believe in you.
Really not. Okay, well now that I've missed it twice. I can't really step into a flank with Kirrik. Can I?
If you're in this square and 10 feet below him, and it happens to be in that 5 foot between you, that would flank.
Okay, you say so.
So not currently a flank, but prepared for flanking.
Yes, that's what I will do.
And 5 in fuego damage. Oh, you did it.
Oh, not...
Leaned up against the wall or where some of the waterfalls are and put yourself out, even though you're burning on the inside. Yeah, speaking of burning on the inside, is targeting you, Kirrik.
I planned for this.
Yeah, this was the plan all. Fort save. Okay. Fort save. It's going to climb across vines. Doesn't go up or down, it just kind of goes along the walls to get away from you.
I hate this thing.
You could do the same. There are vines all over the place. So
I
if
still
you-
hate this thing.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I should give you cover also because you're up in the trees. This one is going to climb like this. It is going to go down 20 feet. Target Teriani with a heat beam.
Do I look microwavable? I am not a burrito.
You're the one wrapped in a scintillating shell of armor.
Doesn't think you're a burrito, it thinks you're a microwave dinner.
9 damage.
Ow.
Teriani, I think you are observant enough to notice that these things tend to explicitly attack whatever is closest to them.
Yeah. They don't have eyes.
They don't have eyes. They're using some sense that
Tremor sense, maybe?
is yet to be deduced.
Probably tremor sense. Well,
They're
no,
not-
because they can see us from the vines. I
Yeah,
feel
they're
It's
not
like
gotta be.
that's
It's
what
gotta be
they're-
thermal sense. You tell me these
Yeah.
things can shoot fucking heat energy out of their face, but they can't sense it.
You know, that's fair. What if we... Do we have a way around that? Man, I miss our robot. It'd be so cool to them. It'd be great.
Be like, why are they not attacking me? It's my job to be attacked.
Yeah, I don't have anywhere to throw cold around really, so.
Moving Khali into the center of the room to soak the hit point damage. And she will strike with a rock. Reload. Reload. Oof, that's twice she's missed by one.
This cover's making a difference.
Teriani.
I know, if only she had. You know what? Oh, actually. Oh, where am I starting to get that?
Butter's right in the middle on Khali.
Oh, right. He still has cover, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and nudge fate myself. So, sorry, Kirrik, I'm taking it away from you, but in my defense, you're not hitting anything anyway.
Dang.
Ouch.
And I am going to throw a phase bolt at that thing. If the target has any circumstance bonus to AC, reduce that bonus by 2 for this attack. So he has a +1 circumstance bonus, so if I do my math right, it's -1.
Let's see if it automates.
Okay. Would a 19 hit?
A 19 would not have hit. No, a 19 would have hit.
Yeah, because it's ignoring cover.
Yeah, but the cover's only +1. But yeah, your nudge fate would make it a 19. Therefore,
Which would hit.
It hits.
Woo.
Has nudge fate ever mattered before?
Yes, exactly once.
I'm pretty sure it was effective in like the very first session.
Yeah.
That will also end nudge.
Yep. Nobody has any fate nudged.
Nice. Wow, the phase bolt and nudge fate both paying dividends.
I don't suppose I could use Void Warp on the vines to make it drop or anything like that.
Arguably, yes.
It does say you call upon the Void to harm life force, so
Vines are alive.
yeah.
Checkmate, atheist.
I don't know if that would necessarily like make it break and fall.
Eh.
But
I mean, they're objects with health, right?
they are objects with health. But like, if I void whip you, do you like? Can I then break you in half?
But I mean, what happens with vines when they die?
They turn into rope.
Because if I'm dead, I am definitely less.
Yeah, it would be easier. I don't have to worry
I
about
am a
juices.
lesser.
Well. Yeah, I'll just use the Void Warp on this guy up here. Okay. It's a choice.
I'll do my best to fail a saving throw. Oh, it's an attack roll. Why did you roll your own fort save?
Oh, I don't know. I saw a prompt. I was like, okay.
I better click this.
Neuron activate.
He critically succeeded.
I think I'm gonna shelve this spell. I'm gonna cast guidance on Teriani.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be guided.
Gowd. Alright,
No
Kirrik.
point in nudge fading myself now.
I have somebody else's fate to nudge me.
I can just move this distance.
Yes, if you're not trying to go up you can move, I imagine, at rough terrain speed.
Fine. That still puts me here in one move action, and then you want to prompt me?
Hand over hand swinging. And I'll prompt you. Just crit succeed, dude.
Yeah, wait for that. I hate this thing. Fuck.
Well,
I'm not here playing that. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Fuck. God damn it.
oh my gosh.
Holy shit!
Whew.
I'm a little mad. Little mad boy.
Yeah, imagine how the gods feel.
I'm probably pretty excited. Hey, check this shit out.
Look at this.
Yeah, this
goober.
is only reinforcing Kirrik's belief that they need to die.
Everything you do has a piece of fate involved, and it's always frustrating. So falling damage is what, half? Foot?
Half the distance fallen.
7.
Oof. How do I get this fucking thing?
Good turn.
That's it.
Lycaena.
Well, huh. So I can grab it, but I can't move it, I don't think.
With your ghost hands?
Yeah. I don't know that grabbing it would be particularly useful, because I don't think I have the one that lets me push it.
Yeah, you got the one that lets you grab it.
Can we just leave the room?
Yeah.
Like, do we have to?
I don't know. I'm kind of invested in killing these.
So, like, ahead in going along is a...
I mean, I realize at some point we're going to have to cross back through this room, but, like... Do we have to kill these things? How are people feeling?
I mean, I certainly feel like these things need to die,
They're offensive to my presence.
but I'm a little bit biased, so.
We've already invested the effort. But that might be the sunk cost fallacy kicking in.
I would say, are we falling into sunk cost fallacy here? Okay. Well, I guess Lycaena will attempt to... Oops, I'm gonna retarget this thing. You're letting me target you. There you are. Okay. She'll attempt, but she's starting to think that this is not necessarily very effective.
Cover again. You guys have hit a lot of 19s.
Guys, maybe we should just leave these things alone, she would suggest.
Everybody in the room, now!
My hot pockets!
They're trying to turn us into Hot Pockets.
They seem pretty insistent on cooking you. So I don't know how.
That's Lycaena's suggestion at this point. I don't expect anyone to listen to her.
Yeah, they're definitely not in your way. They're up in the ceiling. So, like, if there was a concentrated effort to get past them, you know that they're pretty fast. And you're not certain what is necessarily on the other side of this pool of water on the southern end. So at the risk of getting out of here is potentially putting you in harm's way, and if there's immediate dangers in the next room, but that is so far unknown.
Well, Asina is prepared to vote for escape.
I'm not sure if I like this idea of running away from these fuckers.
Not running away. They're no challenge to you whatsoever. What do you want to do with your last action?
It's not running away, it's tactical retreat.
It's not even a retreat. You're advancing.
Yeah. Fine. Tactical advance. Gonna move over here.
All right. This is the one that's locked in mortal combat with Kirrik. It is within 30 feet, so it continues to target him with micro beams. Success. Good thing I got a guy who can soak these fort saves.
Yeah, it would be a little rough otherwise, huh?
He's not taking advantage of the prone condition though.
Well,
Maybe he is.
well, this been my next turn of healing.
Oof. Okay. This one turns heat vision to Lycaena. Climb over to get her within. Heat beam. Fortitude save, please. You're fine. Heat beam. You guys have a pretty reliable script.
Being
It seems like, yeah, they are just as interested in this fight as you are, which is everybody hates being here today. Let's try throwing rocks at this guy. Strike! Reload. Slinks don't need an action to reload, right?
they reload 0, right?
Well,
Pretty sure they do.
Pretty sure they're just like bows in that regard.
yeah, I think they reload 0. Holy smokes, another 19!
Khali out here doing all the fucking work.
Yeah, she doesn't have any more
She
potions,
objectively is not doing it.
potions to give you.
Problem is, as soon as I give her the nudge face, she's gonna start rolling 18s.
I'm gonna have her reposition Kirrik so that he's standing up.
Oh, well,
Is
they
that a
shouldn't win.
thing?
That's not a thing. Shush, don't ask.
Well, I mean, if you're doing it, I'm going to be doing it now too.
As long as
You know now what you've started.
as long as the action economy is preserved, an action was spent to end the prone condition.
Yeah, okay. I'm down.
Teriani, get up, you galoob.
Thing's still 30 feet up. That thing over there is 20 feet up.
This is a good one. One of those good one encounter sessions.
I know. First encounter. I'm just doing one. All right. I'm going to step over here. I have guidance. Where the fuck is my guidance? I didn't drag the effect onto myself. Hold on. Gotta go find the guidance. I'm going to step and phase bolt that thing. With guidance.
Hit.
Ooh, 10 damage. I am now immune to guidance.
Right. Yanni.
Oh, that's not the button I want to use. We're gonna move over here next to Kirrik. And then... Can I assurance battlefield medicine? It's a thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can insurance any skill check.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure you can insurance any skill check, so yeah.
Yeah. So that way I don't have to, like, gamble on it. And then to the 2d8. Where is it?
I think it will probably prompt for assurance in the treat wounds macro.
Oh, in the trait wounds macro.
Looky there. You succeeded. What do you know?
Hey! 8 hit points. Okay. For Kirrik.
Cool.
I think that's my turn, right?
Yeah. Hey, look, here's some alien healing.
Yeah.
No, battle
Just some
medicine is
weird
only a single
herbs.
action. You should have a last
Oh.
thing to do.
Oh shit. Where was it? I don't really have any good one action things.
Guidance.
Yeah, let's guidance Khali.
Hit button.
Hit button.
Cast spell.
Nope, I can't drag it onto Khali.
I can.
I can.
All right. Now it's Kirik's turn. Look, friends are coming together. Look at all these people helping you.
Boy.
Hope they don't start to worship you or anything.
That would be. That would be expected.
I think we're safe.
Alright, let's see. Well, while I'm in Scar of the Survivor, I'm going to spend 2 actions to no Scar but this twice. Heal this many.
That was a lot of
Sure
this.
you want to do 2?
Yeah. Yeah. Because one wouldn't have quite got me up to full, so I kind of needed both of them.
Hey, throw your sword at him.
Let's give me that climb check. because changing to my thrown weapon will cost me the action anyway.
+5.
End turn.
Lycaena.
So apparently we're not leaving.
Guys, why don't we get out of here? That's a great idea. So anyway, we're still here.
I didn't say anything about it being a great idea. In fact, neither did Kirrik.
We need to kill all the animals. Hey, it's a hit.
There may be more of them. We should study them.
And then Lycaena's gonna cast Shield on herself.
Hey.
Because I forgot that she has spells. I think she has that spell.
Let's see.
Does not appear to be prepped though, so never mind. She will not be casting it on herself.
Your shield is a cantrip,
It
isn't
is.
it?
It is a cantrip. It is not a prepared cantrip.
So yeah, you either have it or you don't.
Well, she still has to prepare her cantrips, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Well, but you don't prepare cantrips, right? You have a list.
You can.
No, you prepare cantrips. I know 10 cantrips. I prep 5.
Interesting. I guess I've been playing Auto Run this whole time. I always thought cantrips were just a hard list.
Anto was an oracle.
Yeah.
Anto was
Cleric.
a cleric.
Yeah, Onto is a cleric, which has different kind of prepared spell rules.
Then Warpriest?
They not the
Oh,
Warpriests, no.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, for the
My
cleric,
understanding
like,
is
you
that she
can
prepare
grab.
cantrips, but it's possible that I am wrong.
You just know them, and it's a solid list. I had understood that you can change it as well.
That was the whole
yeah,
point of the cantrip expansion feat.
Yeah, it just gives you more in a day. Like you could drop stabilize and add shield. You could drop shield and add forbidding ward. Like, but you could do those one day at a time. Or are a wizard who has the universalist specialty where you can spend 10 minutes to just redo your spell list.
Yeah, stop talking. We know how much you love it. Okay.
It
So-
would also not be difficult, Lycaena, for you to start climbing up after this thing either.
True, I guess you could do that.
I forget
Sure,
you're
she'll
very
climb
good
up
at
after it.
athletics.
Yeah, but it means dropping her. She'll drop her bow and start climbing, I suppose.
Here's you a check.
Apparently not.
It's tough getting up there. Okay. Alright, monsters' turns. Round 6. They have animal intelligence.
How's your first session in the new game? Go, Ryan. Well, we spent the entire thing doing one fight.
Fighting koalas.
Trying to figure out if entropy affected plants.
Yeah, Kirrik, you are using this
In
thing.
our defense, they're evil koalas, maybe.
They're not evil!
They just are.
We got rid of evil. Kirrik, you are being microwaved again. It's frustrating how this thing keeps cooking you, but you keep not being cooked. Like, it opens the door, it sticks its finger in, and it's like, it's still frozen in the middle.
I can relate to that.
You are truly the worst frozen dinner.
I'm like a mound of spaghetti that he just stuck in the microwave without making like a hole in the middle for the heat to pass through evenly.
You're just like that. That's exactly the analogy
Yeah.
I was thinking.
The spaghetti.
Continue making fort
How
saves.
it's worked like a mound of spaghetti.
I am forever going to think of Kirrik as a mound of spaghetti.
Continue making fort saves.
I wrote so many ones in session. It's
Holy
insane.
moly! A third iterative. These things are done with you. Finally, they crank it up to strength 10.
I persisted. Whoa, fuck.
Fortunately, we have 2 separate fights going on, so this one will try and cook Lycaena. Fort save. Be the burrito. Become the burrito.
I may be a burrito, but I am not your burrito.
You're wrapped in a metal sheath. Oh, you're gonna fry the microwave. Second iterative fort save. Tertiary fort save. No cooking today. You are getting kind of sweaty and gross, though. It's very uncomfortable being in this microwave. Okay. Khali is guidanced, so hopefully that can pay some dividends. Khali. Turn on guidance. Yeah.
I'm a very poor guide.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
We were all thinking it. We don't even know what these things are.
Wallace.
They're angry.
Teriani.
Well, they're certainly
Why are they mad at
hungry.
me?
I'm not sure they're angry.
Well, I mean, this guy's probably about to be angry.
I don't know if
because-
you've successfully identified a single creature since we got to this planet.
Which is fair. I might be an elf, but I'm not exactly from here.
Well, I mean, even if you
Myself.
were, like, I can't. If you point to some random fucking animal, unless it's like, you know, something I've known my whole life, I would be like, oh yeah, that's this.
What's the difference between like a dick and a impala?
I don't know. Dick Dick probably doesn't have
One
a lot
of
of
them's
friends.
a car.
What's a car? It is this
I
nice
do
thing-
appreciate that both Rachel and I went to the exact same place.
I was trying to think of a creature that looks like a dick, but wasn't like obvious.
Oh, what a tick looks like,
Oh,
babe.
you should look it up on the internet.
I don't think I want to.
There's nothing that could possibly go
I
wrong
feel
there.
Searching the phrase dick on the internet is not a good plan at the best of times.
So dicks are little deer creatures, but they have prehensile noses like an elephant. They like taper sized.
Deeply not okay.
Real.
The dad.
Holy smokes!
Thank you for saving me from looking up dicks on the
You still can. They're cute.
internet.
It loses consciousness. It doesn't fall careening to the ground. It just kind of slumps back. Its claw-like appendages are pretty stable onto the vines. As if you knocked out a sloth, it doesn't just fall to the
Ah.
ground.
Okay.
Guess we're not getting dinner out of this.
It's okay. If we're really hungry, we can go up and get them. Do you think we can get this one to microwave the other one?
Delicious.
Like, slap the back and it shoots already.
It's all my actions.
Yawn, you're up.
I don't know how well Kirrik can heal himself, and I'm looking at him and he's kind of boiling over.
If as long as I'm allowed to have a turn, I usually do all right.
Lycaena, you might notice, seems completely unconcerned with Kirrik.
Yeah, he's over there on fire, near dead, and everyone is, like, not worried whatsoever.
That's strange.
Either we're super callous, or we know something you don't.
I'm gonna hesitantly try to climb up to meet the koala then, I guess.
It is within 30 feet, exactly. So if you wanted to do ranged abilities, that's usually the threshold.
Would I not be 35 feet away?
No.
First diagonals. But
Okay.
wait, hold on. Where are you?
Well, let's try to change it up.
Hey, we're throwing rocks!
Yeah, we're just gonna throw a rock at it.
Famous occult cantrip, telekinetic projectile. You might want to ask about that later. You missed.
Well, there's only one person I haven't casted guidance on so far. Just gonna throw guidance over towards Lycaena. Cena.
Alright, Kirrik.
Let's do it. Let's do one action, no scar with this. 2 action, no scar with this. Damn it. I saw 7 for a second. I thought it was gonna be cool. Don't do a
Yawn.
third.
Kirrik's wounds begin to stitch themselves up in a way that you've never seen before.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for a third. In case I fail another crit, or crit fail another save.
Yo, they canceled my Pathfinder Society or PaizoCon special.
Oh. Why are they going to do that?
Good or bad?
Canceled due to insufficient number of signups. I am released.
You've been freed.
Weren't you not looking forward to running that one, though?
No, I was not looking forward to running the Pathfinder 1 game.
Oh, right. That's the one you don't want to do. Which, given
What's
one of the
fair?
characters, I don't blame you.
What was one of the characters?
It's
Well, 5 classes.
level 5, 5 classes.
Cool Pathfinder 1.
3 archetypes, 2 of which are on the same class.
Lycaena will pick up her bow. For 1 action, she will shoot at this thing.
I'm gonna say that you don't need to spend the action to pick your bow up because you wouldn't have needed to drop it to start climbing.
Okay, fine. She will hit it. And then she will shoot at it again. Which she will critically miss. And, yeah. That is her actions for the moment.
All right. This thing is at this point below half health. It is going to spend 3 actions climbing, and just is out of here.
Wait, where did it go?
He just climbs up this 100-foot cavern. It just looks like he's going out to the surface.
Fucker.
Here's the box text of the. Yeah, he's like, I'm done with this. I'm not winning this fight. He's gonna go tell his dad on you guys.
Every other koala that exists better hope that I find him first to kill him, because the first koala I see dies.
Hey, koala.
Why didn't the other one fuck off at half health?
Because they were both alive and you were targeting each of them equally.
There's some water right around the corner, right?
Yeah, there's a big pool of cold water southern end of the room.
I run and jump into it
That's a good idea.
while healing the whole time.
That's a good idea. Yeah, the water is more than 10 feet deep, so you can dive in and just, it's so refreshing after being in the microwave for as long as you have been.
Y'all are gonna get eaten by random bullshit. I hope you know that.
Gotta do it.
Lycaena will ask Kirrik if he's all right.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Eric's always all right.
Having good old fashioned. As soon as I get out of combat and get the fire off me, ding.
Yeah, I don't think the fire could actually kill you. I guess if you rolled a lot of less than 5s.
I mean, I can roll 68 for every 5 damage.
It could do a maximum of 2 damage to you per round.
Yeah.
Not a maximum, but a maximum effective 2 damage. Oof. Jumping into the pool, it doesn't appear that there are fish creature monsters in here, although it is very lively with all sorts of frogs and clear fish. This is a bastion of living creatures. And the room ahead appears to be empty, but is suspiciously lined with statues. You guys can do your short rest materials, and then we'll stop playing.
Oh, but
Well, I have to go. I mean, you guys don't have to stop necessarily, but I gotta go make a peach crisp. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
I got a
stop because I
hard
want to
stop.
stop.
fair enough.
that was a long fight.
It was long. It was longer than my next character is gonna have so much random ranged shit.
I mean, what's wrong with needle darts?
It's gonna be a character that's better at doing it, especially since if Jan is going to focus on a more support role, then I don't know. It depends. I say next character like this character's gonna die sometime soon, but I kind of like him so.
There aren't.
Oh.
Yeah,
very-
I mean, this
there-
isn't like Abomination Vaults where we're like. I don't think this is like Abomination Vaults where we're likely to lose an entire party in one session.
Well, the
I mean,
this
we had that one party that only lasted one session.
But then we didn't lose the whole party. We lost like half, and the other ones
But we
decided
did.
that they didn't want to do this anymore.
Two of them were still alive. Like
Yeah.
you definitely would have wiped were there not a dude to rescue you, but they did technically survive.
Yeah.
And then those people were smart and like being like, "Why the hell are we staying in this damn dungeon?" and left.
Anybody want to ask why they never attacked Khali?
Yes. Why
Is it
did they
because
never
she has
attack
fur?
Khali?
Have you ever looked at a cat in a thermal camera?
No.
They don't show up very
They
well.
don't show up.
Weird.
Okay, well that's good to know. Next time we have to
Good
fight
to have
something
our
with them.
suspicions about thermovision confirmed.
Yeah, they have heat sense.
So, guide.
Little
What the hell were those
predators.
things?
Not a lot of people come through here.
You don't have any idea, do you?
What kind of guy are you?
If you guys want to target this one that I'll reveal again, you can try and make iterative recall knowledges.
Kind of rapidly try to recall knowledge to not look like a jackass.
Teriani, you figured out lots of things watching these things fight. I can give you all kinds of information. Jan, yes, also you succeed.
Yes, you want to impress the 19-year-old girl.
Correct, yeah. So, Jan, you don't really know much about how they work, but you recall them being called a creature called the Emolis. But you know very little about their abilities and such. Teriani, having watched the way that these things apparently hunt, you can make several conclusions about them. What would you like to have known?
Shit. What's useful at this point, guys?
not context.
Not much, I suppose.
Like, what could we know that will make that fight easier if we ever run against them again?
Probably their weakest save.
So the most obvious contextual thing, seeing as how they never targeted Khali, they also didn't seem to target people that were already on fire. it seems that they rely on this heat sense to prioritize targets, and that if you could in some way, like you're watching Lycaena and Kirrik kind of cooling down in this pool of cave
Oh my
water.
god, if we jumped into the cave water, they would have completely fucking lost us.
Yeah, that's the conclusion you made.
That would have been really helpful information, Teriani, about
It
15 minutes ago.
would have been, the worst part about this is we had all the information as players to be able to figure this out. We called out their thermal vision early. We knew there was a pool to the south. We were considering running away.
Yeah, Lycaena will get up and try to gather any of her arrows that she can.
Yeah, most of them missed due to cover and such. So let me see. Fired. Started with 20.
I did indeed.
You are able to recover 5 arrows.
Cool.
And then next time we'll recuperate and carry on.
I'm recuperated now.
I'm gonna recuperate it now. Uh,
64 experience. That's a weird number.
that's because now we're a party of 5.
Ah, makes sense.
No, I'm cutting into the XP.
The budget.
Okay.
Can't make it right. EXP budget.
All right. Next game's gonna be on a Wednesday. I don't know if it's gonna be next week or the week after because I don't know.
what time did we end up settling on for that?
6. So we finish by 10. We may have to give it a little bit of flex to see what is actually realistic. I'm gonna say on paper 6, but if it turns out to be 6:30 and we do 3-hour sessions, that's also fine.
Yeah.
We are not going to be playing after 10 p.m. Hopefully we're done after 9. Like that we don't do anything new after 9 kind of rule, how we don't do anything new after 4.
I mean, if I know that it's always going to be at 6, I can try to prioritize getting home a little early. Well, Wednesday's actually pretty easy
Wednesdays
for me,
is great because you don't go
that's
to work on Wednesday.
Yeah, I do too.
You don't go
I just
to
don't
work.
have-
Work comes to you.
Wednesdays are my research days. I spend them doing fascinating things like reading articles about statistical analysis of library collections.
You
That's
hear
what I spent
that?
last Wednesday doing.
You hear that board of inquiry? She works on Wednesdays.
Yes, I do work on Wednesdays.
Has the
No,
board
it's
been
just
inquiring whether or not you work on
when
Wednesdays?
you have a research day. It's just when you're faculty with a research day, people really do act like, oh, you have a day off. And it's like, no,
It's not a day off.
day off.
Just because I can go pick up my
if you
dry
don't-
cleaning doesn't mean I'm not working.
And also because if you don't successfully produce enough due to those days off, they will fire you from your job. So it's a little higher stakes than I think people realize. Anyway.
All right.
Gotta go make a peach crisp.
Yeah, we're exploring under the singing range.
Now the question is, will at some point Yonder join us back in Golarion and get to discover the weirdness that is Golarion?
Oh, that's up to Yonder.
Over yonder.
Maybe he'll yonder over wander.
Oh, I think I figured out my confusion when it comes to cantrips.
Yeah.
Clerics get 5 cantrips, and they can prepare 5 cantrips.
Yes.
Yes.
So there is de facto, for the entire time I played Onto, no difference in, I was able to prepare all my cantrips.
Yeah, because you have access to the list of every cantrip ever known.
Right, yeah. So that makes sense. Well, which means, Rachel, that if you didn't have more than 5 cantrips, you basically had them all prepared. Because, if you only have 5 cantrips on your list,
Yeah,
You-
I just don't
those are-
remember what I put down as my cantrip. Honestly, I need to look at Lycaena's spellcasting. I don't think I'm using it very efficiently, but that is a problem that I'm going to solve another day.
Yeah,
I'm looking at mine and it's like it's all basic fortitude or AC check. I'm like, that's not a wide enough spread.
You made your character yesterday. You don't have an excuse.
It's true.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, buddy.